see a black man and one man, I think of strength, black empowerment we have within, building community development. Let's continue to build our own. Let's continue to stay strong. Motivation, no matter the hate, no stopping. You just go. Listen up to Quan, John, and Queen P for giving us a voice. Speak up for what's yours and yell and make that noise. We are kings and we are queens. Melanated royalty, just getting started. Loving self and knowledge. Stack that wealth. Motivational motives, y'all.
What has been bothering me like the last 2 weeks, I've been having conversations with my sister and even my husband. Just this thing that has been on my mind is evolution. Right. And there are way too many people who try to make me feel bad for evolving or becoming somebody more.
You specifically.
Me. Yes, me. For changing, for growing, for evolving.
That's a podcast in itself.
So, yeah. I know, right? But the problem with me is like, how are you going to look at me funny because I'm growing, because I'm learning? I'm taking the knowledge that I have learned and I'm using it to become a better person, to evolve. And I'm supposed to feel like, because what you're doing, you're exactly who you are. You're the same person you have been for decades. That is not smart to me. That's dumb. That's stupid. It's illogical. I am not going to take pride in saying that, oh yeah, I'm exactly how I was when I was however old. That's just not. No. It's not good, right?
It's not conducive to success at all.
Exactly. There's no progress. There's no success. I'm 29 years old right now. By the time I'm 59, if I am exactly the way I am right now by 59,
there's a problem.
I'm gonna be mad at myself.
You should be.
Because it's like, girl, you didn't learn nothing. You didn't learn anything. So how are you not evolving? So that's what I'm saying. The people back home, I feel like in my home, the people in my home, there's a lot of that same mentality where it's like evolution is a bad thing. Growing, changing is a bad thing. With that being the case, I don't need to go back home because I have edified my circle. I have taken on new friends, taken on new challenges to become a better person. So I'm not about to go to that and revert all of this work that I did on myself so that I can maintain that lack of evolution that you have. And I think that's exactly. That's why people don't grow up and grow out, like get out, because they don't evolve. You just stay in your little bubble. You can only learn but so much.
That's right.
Like if I was still in America, right, I wouldn't know half the stuff that I know now. And it's only because I did something as simple as going to Nigeria. And I still have, there's so much more things that I need to learn about.
Absolutely.
Things I need to know. But coming to Nigeria in and of itself was enough to, teach me a thing or two.
So you took a leap of faith.
I took a leap of faith, but there was a lot of learning involved. Sorry. Bless you.
Thank you. Salud. I'm good.
Okay, good. There was a lot of learning involved. So, I'm glad I did that. Had I not done that, I would still be stuck in that bubble, not knowing anything, thinking I know stuff. People love to think they know everything, but you ain't been nowhere. You haven't done anything. You haven't met enough people to say you know anything. Just my job alone has given me knowledge that I would otherwise not have had because I'm reading other people's journeys, other people's experiences, and their life lessons. So it's just like that whole idea that, oh, you're a sellout because you moved out and you moved on. No, it's not. It's called evolution. I'm changing. I'm grasping knowledge. And I don't want to be stuck in the same old bubble as everybody else because y'all don't know nothing.
Right. Now, let me ask you a question, and I'm going to stay on that point. How do we?
How do I what?
No, I'm trying to think and get the question right. How do we communicate with? Because these could be people that are quote unquote our loved ones that have this animosity towards us because we've come up, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
These could be people that are really, really close to us. That's a very big decision to make. Because I know people that have not made this decision because they are afraid of the consequences of the decision. How do you communicate? And I dig it. I'm with you. I understand. But I'm not going to sit here and say that's not, yeah, because you saying, and I feel the same way. It's either me or them, and it's not going to be me, right? That type thing. I'm going to get mine, right?
Not exactly. Not exactly. So I feel like there are two different types of people in that sense. You have the one person that is speaking out of, like, just speaking straight animosity. Like, they just don't want to see you doing better than them, and that's why it's a problem. Even if you're not doing better, because, like, I feel like I'm not even doing better than people. I'm just doing something different.
But hold up, this is a loved one we're talking about. This is not a random person.
I'm talking
loved
about
one.
Yes, I'm talking about loved ones. You will have loved ones that are just mad at you because you're doing something different.
I'm living it.
Right. But then
it's not like it's being verbalized. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Right. It's not. But that animosity is there. It's just a bunch of shade for no reason. But then you have the loved one, like you said, that's just afraid to move on. And that's like stopping them from wanting to leave. And like, I don't have a problem with anybody who says they want to stay in the neighborhood. If that makes you feel comfortable, that's what you should do. And I will still mess with you. I will still deal with you because you're still my peoples. And if you're not,
I ain't coming to your damn house though.
But see, I can.
Sorry.
I feel like I can. I don't.
I'm not. I ain't going back there. No. Sorry.
Well, I feel like I can. So
my kids ain't playing outside in the park. None of that.
I still can visit you. I can deal with you. We can still click up or whatever. If you're the family member that's like, oh, I ain't even trying to mess with her, then I'm not coming back to see you anyway. You don't want to see me just because I'm doing something different. Then I got no business coming back to see you.
But there's a thin line between those two people you just described. Very thin line. You said you got one person that, they just hating on you, period. Right? Mm-hmm. And you got the other person that said that they just don't want to leave. No, they kind of the same damn person. It's that one is being more vocal about their situation. Because I don't give a damn what nobody say. Mm-hmm. If this person is living in project housing, and I don't care everything that's going on out there, and you move to your gated community, but you're pulling it back, they happy for you? If they happy for you, why aren't they trying to do something? Like you said earlier, why aren't they doing something to get themselves out that predicament? There's no way, in my opinion, that they can be comfortable with their predicament and look at you in your predicament and be happy for you, but not try to get out of theirs.
When I think of that type of person, I think of like our grandparents or like the older people.
Oh, that's different.
Been there. No. That's who I'm picturing.
Yeah, we're not talking about them because my man Rick Gans, Black Chameleon, that's all our names. Don Black, he got a lot of names from back in the day. He got his own thing going on right now. And his mother actually still lives in our same building. And he told me about 2 months ago, yo, I'm trying to move my mom's out there and move into a house and all that. His mom's ain't having it. His mom's got to be pushing 80.
Yeah.
She's not having it. She's not trying to move. I understand. I get it. We're talking about the people that are our peers. It could be our cousins. It could be our aunts, our uncles. Okay. The people that are still young enough to do what they got to do. My thing is,
somebody who's my age who does not want to leave the ghettos of Pittsburgh doesn't want to, or like, I don't know. There's a difference there too, because there's I want to, but I lack the ambition or the drive or whatever to be able to accomplish it.
All the resources.
Yes. And then there's the person that's like, oh, I like this life. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with choosing to, well, I don't know. Let me be clear.
There's something wrong with it.
I've never lived in the projects. I lived in the ghetto. I lived in the inner city.
It's different.
I've never lived in project housing.
Right.
So I don't know. I can't say. But if the people I grew up with, we grew up in like the ghettos of Pittsburgh, and they still want to stay there. Well, I mean,
there's something wrong with that mindset.
There has to be a reason. I would want to know the reason.
I'm gonna tell you the reason. The reason one is fear. 1, 2, they feel like this is it. They've accepted it. This is all that black. Think about somebody that has accepted. That's what I'm saying. Think about someone that has accepted that this is all black people are supposed to have. But now you got Miss Portia Mystique, then just moved into her 5-bedroom house with the pool in the back. how you think they feel about Miss Portia Mystique. This can't possibly be, if they have accepted for themselves that this is all black people can, how you think they looking at you? That just moved in your 5-bedroom house with the pool in the back. They she just want they not liking that. Because you've totally dethroned their rationale. You've totally dethroned it. They have no rationale because you've overcome what they said black people can't overcome. So that's what I'm saying. The question is, how can I be cool with you?
Yeah. I know, for me,
different. Go ahead.
I feel like if that's the person, let's say it was like an old friend of mine or something like that.
Yes.
And they have that mindset. Okay, an old friend of mine. And they have that mindset that black people shouldn't wish for better. They can't achieve better. The first thing, when you said that, the first thing I thought was, okay, well, I need to sit down with that person and we need to have conversations.
Right.
I need to be able to guide
They're not going to communicate it that way because that'll make them look silly. They're not going to communicate it that way. Hey, black people can't come up. No. But there are going to be certain things that they say to allow you to realize this. And you want to know the fundamental thing that they do? They're still there. This people could talk to you all day about what's up. Look at how they act. That tell you what's really up. They could say, well, you know what, you right. Black people, you know what? Let's come up and all of that, da-da-da. Why are you still in the projects then? What's up? Like, so forget
that's what I'm saying.
All of that.
We need to know. Like, it needs to be a full-blown therapy session. We need to get down to the nitty-gritty.
They gonna say it's because the white man, he done, captivated
in therapy. They gonna say that therapy.
Huh?
I said it needs to be like a full-blown therapy session to really get down to like.
It's gonna take more than therapy. Because you know what? This is total brainwash. You know what it is? It's generational ignorance, my friend.
Hello.
That's what it is. Go cop that on Amazon. If you want to understand what generational ignorance is and the definition of it, read Generational Ignorance. It will be on Audible very, very soon, but it's on Amazon right now. It's generational ignorance because it has been inherited that we get what we get, and that's all we get. You understand? So this is a question we can't even answer. Can I be? Think about it. No. It depends. Let's say I'm a rapper. I might have dudes on the projects that are my shit. They're my security.
Okay.
They the dudes that protect me. So I can't turn my back on them, right? Think about it. See, it depends on what's your path.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do I turn my back on them? These are dudes that protect me. They the ones that give me street credibility as it pertains to my rap music.
But what do you mean by turn your back? What does that look like? To turn your back on your people, what does that look like?
It depends on the person that feel like you turned your back on them. You can't define that. They define that. And that's the sad part. That's what I'm saying. It could be the fact that Miss Portia Mystique and her husband brought their home from their blood, sweat, and tears from what they do. And they like, yo, we feel safer here and more comfortable. It could be as simple as that. Straight like that. Because you were able. Check this out. This was a few years back. This was before me and Jim was in the first home we was in. This is when we started developing the idea to move to where we are now. And we talking to, a relative. Okay. And we like, yeah, we're gonna move to VA, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna da-da-da-da. And she's listening and all of that. And then we were supposed to move here years before we actually did, but something happened that threw the wrench in it. Whatever. Right. But when we were going to, she looked at us like, really? You already got approved for the mortgage already? It was kind of like, wow, they're really doing this. But it was some hate in that phrase. And it stuck in my mind like, oh, it's like if you told somebody, yo, I'm about to cop the Porsche and all that, right? And they're like, yeah, all right. And then next summer, you jump out with the Porsche. And your man like, wow, you really copped it, man? Yeah, I told you I was going to do that. So it was kind of like that. So it stuck in my mind like, it could be, so to answer your question, it could be something as simple as you holding up the end of the bargain that you made with yourself.
Yeah.
That could make them think that you playing them. You holding up to the end of the bargain that you made with yourself. Mm-hmm. And they think, oh, really? All right, damn. So you can't define what turning your back is. They define it, which is sad. And it has led to a lot of our great Black people being killed.
Yeah.
Jealousy, envy, animosity. When you come up, it comes with the territory. Straight like that. When you come up, and it seems like you, my friend, are experiencing that now. Because yes, I'm going to tell you. I've only known you for maybe a year and a half or something, but you've come up. Why? And when I say come up, you've changed. You have broadened your horizons. Yeah. You have thought out the box. You have taken risks that have paid a return on your investment. A lot of people they not built like that. We want our Black people to be built like that. That's why we even have this motivational motive podcast, because we want our children to grow up built like that. You understand? But we have to understand everyone not built like that. So therefore, in my professional opinion, we got to smell it, not feel it, smell it,